I would like to share with you something that I feel is really important when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when things are getting a little bit too much. And these are some of the tricks that I use to allow myself to come out of a fight or flight response and feel more into my body and more grounded. They're tricks that you can use anywhere from. Some of them will be done at home because they're a little bit more outward, and some of them are done inward, so you'll be able to do them when you're out and about. So these things I use as part of a toolbox to help myself and to help my clients just manage everyday stress, especially if you're going through a huge life change at the moment, which most of you will be. So just to start, I'd like you to just bring some awareness to the whole of your rib cage. So I'd like you to start right at the top of the fixed ribs, and I just want you to pad down. So I want you to notice how much space your ribs take up of your body, and especially down your back. So just tapping down the back, tapping down the sides, tapping down the top of the rib cage, just noticing how much area the rib cage does actually take up in your body. Then I want you to settle with your hands on the bottom of your ribs, so floating ribs right at the bottom, and we're going to come into some beautiful diaphragmatic breathing. So as you inhale, we're going to ask the ribs to open into the hands, and as you exhale, you can open your mouth. Now, whilst you're doing this, I want you to ask yourself a few questions. How nourishing does my breath feel? Where do I feel my breath landing in my body? And do I feel any constriction? From here, you're going to drop your hands down. I'm going to lift up my right arm, and I'm going to wrap my left arm round my rib cage. As I inhale, I'm going to pat strongly into my rib cage. And as I exhale, I'm going to make a sound and lean over. Inhale, big pat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to bring my hands back to my knees, have my eyes closed for a moment, and instantly I'm going to notice the difference between the sides of my body. Then I'm going to lift up my left arm, wrap my right arm around me, inhale, big strong pat. And exhale. I'm going to repeat it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Hands are going to come back down to my legs. Eyes are going to be closed. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose and open the mouth to exhale. You have 2 more deep breaths, and now I want to ask you to ask yourself the same questions. How nourishing does your breath feel now? Where do you feel the breath in your body? And do you have any constriction? So hopefully you can feel that your breath is really free now, that you have more space inside of you, your breath is filling up more of you, it's traveling further down, and everything feels a lot more nourishing. From here, I'd like you to take your right hand and you've got to hold onto your right earlobe. You're going to take a nice inhale at the top, and as you exhale, you're going to pull that earlobe down and away from you. You're going to work your way up and around the ear. Exhale to pull. Inhale to take hold. Exhale to pull. Now you're going to do another time, but instead of exhaling, you're going to yawn. Inhale. With yawning, you fake it until you make it. And yawning is a really great thing that the body does to pull you out of any stress response. Beautiful. My right hand is now coming down. I'm looking over my left shoulder. My left fingers are coming underneath my right earlobe. I'm going to start at the top, and then with gentle pressure on an exhale, I'm going to pull my fingers down towards my collarbone. Inhaling at the top. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, behind the collarbone, there is a little gap, and you're going to gently pump into that gap, just gently, just a few times. Then you're going to use your left hand to travel down the inside of your arm to your elbow crease, and you're going to bring some friction to your elbow crease. Then I'd like you to place both hands down on your knees, and for a moment, just notice how the sides of your body feel different. So maybe your right side now feels heavier. Maybe it feels warmer. Maybe you feel like you've dropped into your body better. We're going to take the left hand and hold onto the left earlobe. You're going to inhale to prepare. And exhale to pull. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Then I'm going to work around my ear again, and I'm going to add in those yawns. And it's coming a lot easier on this side, so you should be able to find a yawn, a real yawn now, and see how that helps your body release. I'm going to place my left hand down. I'm going to take my right hand underneath my left earlobe. I'm going to inhale at the top. And I'm going to exhale to pull down towards my collarbone. Inhale at the top. Exhale to pull down towards the collarbone. Inhale. Exhale. Then I'm going to use that little gap behind my collarbone. I'm going to gently pump into that area. Then I'm going to take my hand down the inside of my arm to my elbow crease, and I'm going to bring some friction to the elbow crease. And the hands are going to come back down to my legs. I'm going to close my eyes, and hopefully you can feel in your body that you have dropped. You are heavier, you are more grounded. And we're going to set this all in with one more practice. And this one you can use wherever you are. Nobody will know what you're doing, but it will help you cope in really stressful situations. The right hand, thumb behind the ear, head is going to heavy into the right hand. You're going to allow yourself to slump and be completely supported by the hand. You're going to take an inhale through the nose. And open the mouth to exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. You're going to come through the center. We're going to pause before we go to the second side. It's always really good to notice and allow the body to change before you go to the second side. Left thumb behind the ear. Let your head fall into your hand. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sink. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. Take the hand away from your head, place it down. Give yourself a few moments to let the shift, the change, the drop happen. Beautiful. Well done. I hope you can use some of those techniques to help you with any stress responses. And also, this is a really nice protocol to use before you go to bed at night. You will have much more nourishing sleep by using these protocols before bed. Thank you.